Oh my god, finally! Oh. Hey, I got Football Manager. Just kidding. It's virtual. Except apparently some of you people actually still get Football Manager in a box. I didn't even know that was possible. Well, if I got Football Manager in a box, that would basically be my reaction. But experience is the best teacher, and I just had an experience. Instead of getting Football Manager the first time, I got a new laptop. A laptop that I can finally run simulations on. You know, it's got good processing power, whatever. Very excited about it. But the point is that I had to go in and set up Football Manager again. And there was a certain point where I found myself kind of needing to watch my own tutorial videos in order to figure out how to do it. So you got it for Christmas, whatever. You got it 3 years ago and you've never really played it. You want to get the most out of the game. This is everything you need to know to play Football Manager today. This is essentially how to improve Football Manager dramatically in all facets, from the visual improvements to the fluidity of gameplay improvements that you can install before ever starting the game. This may be the most helpful video I've ever made in terms of just getting you into modding FM. Maybe. I want to start a revolution. And once you actually start playing the game, every other tutorial on this channel will be of more help. And unfortunately, this is not applicable for Mac. I was a Mac gamer for years. I can understand the frustration. Know that the files that I am finding are also there on your computer. They're just somewhere else. You're going to have to figure out where those are on your own, but I will help you along that path. So if you download Football Manager and you're able to open it up, then you should be able to go to documents in your computer. If you have multiple hard drives, this is literally just the documents that's pinned here. You've installed it on the main hard drive. So you go to documents and then you're going to find Sports Interactive, in which you will find all of your Football Manager folders. And if you click on that, bada bing, bada boom, you are all of a sudden in the Football Manager folder. Yours will not look similar to mine. We have a couple extra folders, one being extra, the other being graphics, the other being views, I believe. Regardless, if you see a folder here that doesn't exist in yours, know that the only way that folder was created was me right-clicking new and folder. That is how you can create folders in this spot and add things into the game, and you are going to want to do that right now in order to make your game great. You're going to want to go new folder and create a graphics folder. It is inside of this graphics folder that once you've made it, you want to make a faces and logos pack. The ZDB graphics thing is for something else I'm making a video on, whatever. Now, there are a lot of these face and logo packs out there, okay? And they're all over the place. A lot of them are good. I'm not going to endorse a specific one, but you guys know I like FM Base. If you go to FM Base and you go to resources and you go to FM22, then you go to downloads. There's only 15 downloads for FM22. You scroll down, you see a logo pack already. And if you're going for face packs, I use one called DF11. Googling Football Manager face pack is going to give you a lot of options. DF11 comes up first. They've got their whole installation guide there. It is often very simple. Downloading something from the internet. And once you download it, you're going to put it into this manufactured folder that you've called graphics. I've split it into faces and logos. You can literally do whatever the heck you want, right? Because the folders don't matter. They just need to be here and in a folder. And then the face packs that you download, the logo packs that you download will have a config file at the end. That config file is actually a giant text file that assigns each and every one of these pictures to the appropriate person. That config file is what the game looks for when it boots up and reloads the graphic stuff from here, and that's what you need to set up. So if you get those downloaded, put them in a graphics folder, you've got faces and logos ready to go. And that's what a lot of people will notice is missing right away when they get into Football Manager, but that is not, in my opinion, the most important thing that you need to get. In fact, playing on my laptop, I don't have face and logo packs installed, but I do have something called a real name fix, because the real name fix does a lot more than actually fixing real names. It requires you to go into a more complicated part of the game's background, one that isn't just entirely visual, where you can download tactics and skins and such and install them right here, different set piece stuff. When you take screenshots, it pops into this document section too. This is a very front-facing filing system in the documents. We're going to go deeper into the back end for these real name fixes. It's something that a lot less people do, but I think makes the game a lot cooler. And there are certain national teams that can't have players called up because Football Manager doesn't technically have the rights to them. We have the ability to remove that, get accurate names and accurate competition names in for absolutely everybody. Just like like the face and logo packs, there is something of a debate about which real name fix is the one to go with. Sorted Out SI has a very good real name fix. It's going to take care of all of the issues that you're going to have. So we're going to go there, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. I'll make sure this is linked down in the description for you. It's done wonderfully for me. And there is a step-by-step process in the bottom of how to install it, but because this one is significantly more complicated, I'm actually going to show you how this one works. What you're going to want to do is open up your documents again, but instead of actually going into documents, I want you to go back. I want you to go back from the documents. I want you to get to a point where you're on this PC. You can do that by clicking this PC. I just thought I'd be fancy and go backwards. And then you're going to go to local disk. Wherever you happen to have it installed, you go to local disk, and there's something called Program Files 86. This is where a lot of the fancy stuff is. This is where we're going to get really super cool. But you're going to give yourself tunnel vision. I want you to feel like Hackermans, but I don't want you to, you know, lose it too much. In that program files, you're going to find a file called Steam. I'm cheeky. I've already dragged it out. So if you can't find it in your program files, it's probably sitting around here, or there is another way to do it that I will show you in a second. But to show you the chain of command here, we go Steam, and then we're going to go through Steam Apps, Common, Tunnel Vision. A lot of files here we're just locking in. In Common Steam Apps, you'll see Football Manager 2022, Data, Database, DB. And you will see 3 files. If the game receives a major database update, you will see 4 files. You will need to do over what we are about to do in those 3 files. Okay? Okay. When you go into these folders, you're going to see a DBC, EDT, and INC. You used to have to go into those files and tweak specific things, but Sorted Out SI has done, and I've seen another couple of real name fixes have done, is that they've actually recreated these files and then just changed what you needed to change. So when you actually go through and download this file, you're actually going to get a copy of DBC, EDT, and INC. I recommend downloading it to this location just to keep things spicy and accurate. I lose things easily. The other way to get here is go to Football Manager in your Steam and go to Manage and browse local files. This will get you to the data part. You just have to click on Data, Database, and DB, and then you'll be exactly where you were before. It's a good way to skip it, especially if you can't find Steam. Like I always forget I've already pulled the file out and freak out again. So when you go to download it, it's going to try and sell you on premium membership. You're welcome to subscribe to support them, but the links to download are actually down here. Mega is a file hosting site that's easy to download from, and then you can just grab the download. It takes no time at all because it is a text file. So do not be alarmed by the fact that it has taken no time. It can freak people out and they think they've done something wrong and waste a bunch of time doing nothing. I've had a conversation with somebody that was convinced they were doing it wrong and they were actually doing it right. So I've saved it in the appropriate location. All we have to do is extract the files here. And when you go in here, you see you have DBC, EDT, and INC. All you do is copy and paste those into all 3 of these. Now, I'm weird, so I go in and delete all 3 of these and then paste them in to make sure I've got them. You need to do it on all 3. Then you have a fancy little thing called Editor Data. Now, this goes through and fixes a couple of other different licensing things. It's literally titled, so you can see that the German club name changes, right? The Juventus fix, the Manchester United fix, all of that stuff is in the editor data. That's where we're going to go back to documents. So I'm going to go in here and just copy all of this so that I know I have it. When I go into documents, we're going right back where we did before, Football Manager 2022, and you'll see a folder that's already made for you called editor data. You are just going to paste all of that stuff in there. That's it. You don't have to touch anything else. If there's a huge database update, not every update, but an update that adds a different folder, like adds a different one of these folders, then you have to go and you have to do the real name fix again. But that's it. Now for the information that's going to augment your experience, but you don't necessarily need to do right at the start of the game. Editor data, the fun first one. We just made a video about this whole new database, the 7-tier American dynamic pro relegation database that is in the United States, where you can play as Native American teams, you can play as the Golden State Warriors, you can play as over 1,000 different clubs, 90% of which are historically accurate, Phoenix clubs that have been returned, all those sorts of things, colleges, the University of California or whatever. That database and any other database you want to include also put into editor data, a folder that is already made. And then when you look to start up a save, the editor data stuff is going to appear in the top right. Some of it may already be ticked. So if you have editor data stuff, you want to check that it's ticked or unticked. If it's unticked, it's not being applied to the save. If it's ticked, it is being applied. Other stuff that you can download from the internet. You can download search filters. So let me load into a save and I'll show you this other stuff. that you can add. So search filters that you can install are actually when you are on the player's search screen, right? Or a staff search screen. You can go to the bottom and you can manage your filters and then import. And if they're in that filters folder, they'll be here. When you import them, they'll be down here. And then when you hit them, I don't want to save my current search filter because there's nothing there. Then that search filter's there and life is good. And then there's also views. Now, if none of these are here, these vanilla folders, Manila. We're not in the Philippines. We're looking at a vanilla. What is it? It's actually Manila folders. For some reason, I thought it might have been vanilla folders my entire life. And we live and we learn. If none of these folders are here, they're just for organizational purposes, right? You can make them. So if you don't have a filters folder for whatever reason, make it. And then put the filter stuff in there. If you don't have a views filter, make it. And then put the views stuff in there. If you throw it all jumbled in together here, it is harder for the game to interpret like what is happening. But you can go and search the internet, the forums for good views. The views are these things. And honestly, the basic views could do with some improving because you can customize from an incredibly large list of things. So there are really useful views that people are making out there every day that you can download to really improve your gameplay experience. Not to mention there are set piece routines that you can download. There are tactic routines that you can download. And if you happen to save any of these things, they will go into that folder, right? If I decide to click save and I want to save this tactic as the Yeetus, and then I go into tactics, there is all of a sudden a tactic called the Yeetus. And that's the file I would upload if I wanted to upload a tactic anywhere, or a set piece, or a view, or a filter. You can save all of this stuff. It's indexable here, and you can download other bits of this stuff. Then there's the super fun thing called skins. Skins are great. They make the game look cooler. If you're wondering why my game might look cooler or more useful or have more applicable information, like when I click on a player who's named God's Power Tower, I get an insane amount of information on the first screen, so I don't have to click anywhere. If that stuff is cool to you, that is a skin. We've designed our own skin. Obviously, we've put a ton of work into it. Myself and FM Enhanced, who is a brilliant skin designer, we have collaborated on putting together this skin that we're using. If you think it's cool, I'll have it linked down in the description under my FM skin. We obviously think that's the best one, but there are a lot of skins that service exactly what you want, not just what we think improves the game, right? There's certain ways that you play the game that other skins might be better, and that is perfectly fine. Find a skin that you like and then put it in the skins folder. And when you put it in the skins folder, you go to preferences. And then when you go to advanced, so where you start here, you go over to advanced and then to interface, the skins will be in this folder. Make sure they have different enough names, download them, pop them in, and then make sure so that you don't get super frustrated, you tick reload skin when confirming changes, and then actually click reload skin so that the skin you've installed comes in. That's the same with face and logo packs as well. And if you ever want to mess with your game files, let's say all of this stuff gets weird and you don't like it, or you want to take your save to a different computer, don't mess with the cloud, go into games. In here you'll find every single save file. If you have a save file that you like, you take this, copy it, upload it to the Google Drive. You can download it anywhere. This is how I upload my save files when I'm done playing them so that you guys can carry on from there. And I was emotionally touched by people who took Oriental Dragon on to win the Champions League. There's a tremendously large possibility for collaboration. I feel like a lot of these things in the game are underused. So I hope to see you guys in our Discord, which is the largest Football Manager Discord in the world, that you guys can join in and share views and tactics and filters and skins and set piece tactics and save games if you want to, or the forums or the comments down below here, whatever, in the stream. If you haven't checked out the stream, I could be live right now. You could ask me a question right now. The link is in the description. I'll see you there. But I want more people to be aware of how this stuff works, be comfortable with how it works so that you can use it to improve your experience, because Football Manager is a blank canvas that you can paint on in the game from when you get it to when you're done messing around with all this stuff and you get your favorite views and skins and faces and all that. It can feel like a completely different game, and that can make it so much better. So enjoy, find your happy views, and happy FMing. I gotta stop saying that. I feel like I'm screwing people over when I say that. Don't get FM'd. Happy not FMing.